Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of inspiration and realness. Also, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, and now the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself from his Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, Mr. Shenanigans himself, and the two-time Chilling 3000 2022 End of the Year Awards winner, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, everyone, Mr. Announcer. Hello, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Again, this is the NXT Event Center for May 16, 2023, 8:12 p.m. episode 570. And here's how it went down. The first quarterfinal, the third match of the third quarterfinal match of the women's title tournament. Fallon Henley and Cora Jade was underway. Heck of a matchup. Fallon Henley got hurt a little bit, but in the end, Cora Jade, the generation of Jade, won the matchup. And she was eyeing the women's championship while Lyra Valkyria was confronting her about it. They were talking trash. And next week, Cora Jade will have to contend against Lyra Valkyria and her bird friends, as she referred to it on Twitter. Meanwhile, the rest of the women's division, and along with Duke Hudson, who's been writing notes and stuff, we're watching the and some of the NXT men in the locker room. We're watching the matchup, and Kiana James like, Kiana James like, I'm not surprised that Fallon got eliminated and all that. And then Thea Hale's like, I thought she had it. Reading textbooks. So she was disrespecting Thea Hale. Thea Hale got upset. And he says, you know what? I'm going to match with you. And Duke Hudson says, hey, do whatever the heck you want. So Thea Hale will take, I don't know if Shawn Michaels will make the match official. Thea Hale, Kiana James might be one-on-one. Meanwhile, Wesley and Tyler Bate were doing a little meditation. Then the dyad blindsides them from behind. Joe Gacy said this friendship is false. It's going to burn out. And knocks out Wesley while Ava Raine was looking on. Well, we'll see what happens in that situation. I got a hunch. So, there's going to be more action down the road. What's going to be the main event for NXT? Who knows? I'm predicting right now, Roxanne Perez goes over Jacy, Jayne, and Roxanne Perez beats Tiffany Stratton in a rematch from the women's breakout tournament. It's going to be Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade. I got a hunch about that. Red Sox are winning 4-0. I want to see the score before anything else happens. And let's see what happens. Oh, jeez. They tied it up? Come on. Anyways. So, unbelievable. So, hang tight as we come back for more of NXT Event Center results. We'll see what's up there. So, I'm going to wait till after this. I don't like this Alaska thing. These stupid reality shows, man. It's ridiculous. All right. Hang in there. We'll be back. Well, this things get even more interesting. I love NXT. My NXT is my favorite. What the bleep? Hold on just a second here. It's only a live reaction. Terry Crews there. A competition of inspiration. What is another competition? What is this? Oh, celebrities. What the heck? Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge. Hold on, Hot Wheels. Oh, like a toy car company like Hot Wheels transforms into an Ultimate Challenge. Anyways, Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams arrived at the arena in a styling car. If you see the car, dude, these guys know how to come in style. It's probably one of the coolest looking cars ever, bro. Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, big ups to you guys on that. So they marched to the ring. They walked by Drew Gulak and Charlie Dempsey, who were infuriated that because of what the dyad did to, because Wesley and Tyler Bate were supposed to take the two of them on, and since their tag match wasn't happening. So, but then Carmelo and Hayes, Hayes and Williams came to the ring, calling out Braun Breaker. And he said, "Come on." So Braun Breaker didn't show up. Here comes Drew Gulak and Charlie Dempsey. And while Drew Gulak was talking to them, And the crowd, and they started chanting. And they were looking at Charlie Dempsey and chanting, Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka. And then Trick Williams pulled the one for a year, Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. They were chanting, while Gypsy was talking, they were chanting Willy Wonka. And I looked at the hairstyle. He does look like Willy Wonka. Gene Wilder version. Willy Wonka. Oh, this is too funny. Willy Wonka. I was like, what are they chanting? And then I realized, and then Carmelo Hayes picked up Willy Wonka. Oh, I started laughing. Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka. Oh my God. Willy Wonka. And oh, one of the most hilarious things ever. Oh. And then both teams decided to fight. And Mello and Drick stood tall. And that could be a tag team matchup. So I was like, hey, since you guys don't have a match, we'll challenge you. And they started brawling. So I just, Willy Wonka. And then Ilya Dragunov confronted Dijak about pain and suffering. I'll tell you one thing. This rivalry between Dragunov and Dijak. And by the way, my friend Joey Palatroni, who I used to work with at Ruby Tuesday, he knows Dijak. And I'm going to say, hey, listen, Dijak, Dragunov, that's the matchup I want to see. So, this is too funny. Uh-oh, we got Danny Palmer. Danny Palmer got attacked. She just got over the weekend at Sebring. Who is this mysterious attacker? And he just ran off. Who is it? Oh, no. It has to be. It's got to be freaking Blair Davenport. I don't know. We'll find out. And meanwhile, the Schism, the team, the Dyad will take on the Creed Brothers. That's coming up next. Right now, actually. Alrighty, the Creed Brothers and Dyad, they were going at it. Heck of a matchup. And it was. I'm not very surprised that the ladies got involved. That's right. As Rip Fallon was trying to harass Ivy Now outside the ring, Ava Raine decided to try to attack Ivy Nile, but Ivy Nile caught Ava Raine in that dragon sleeper type hold. Creed Brothers took advantage of the situation. Pinned Jagger Reed, 1, 2, 3. Creed picked up the win. Meanwhile, Tony D'Angelo and Stacks were talking over dinner, and they were thinking about challenging Gallus for those tag team titles. But then Stacks got a phone call from his friend Paulie and said, hey, there's a delay in shipment on the docks. Two big guys come in with badges, the police. They decide to have, Tony D'Angelo come in for questioning. He said they better be legit. But then, and then the Creed Brothers said, hey, from the looks of things, Gallus doesn't have a challengers. I say Creed Brothers challenging Gallus for the tag team titles at NXT Battleground. Let's make that match happen. So if it gets official, and they say, and the phone's ringing, answer the call. So I like that. So it seems like the Creed Brothers got their confidence back. They're ready to go, ready to rumble, and not ready to stumble, baby. They're going to be the next NXT Tag Team Champs once again. Will that happen? We shall see. I think coming up next, the stateside debut of the Supernova Sessions with Noam Dar, Mr. Alicia Fox. And he's going to be interviewing Dragon Lead. And looks like the NXT Heritage Cup, may have something to do with it. So we'll find out what the situation is between Mr. Dar and, we saw a picture of him and Shaw Samuels on Instagram. Could it be that Shaw Samuels makes his stateside NXT debut, resigned with the company? Interesting things sometimes happen on the internet. You never know what's going to happen. So, before we get back into... wrong remote. And, Red Sox Tom Karen's out there hanging about. Give me the score. 7-4. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Boston. All right, 6th inning. All right, good. All right, we'll be right back right after this. It seems like Supernova 11 Sessions is pretty hilarious. No, Sean Samuels did not come out, but Noam Dar did interview Dragon Lee, but it seems like Noam Dar knows what Dragon Lee wants, and Dragon Lee knows what he wants. That's right. He's trying, what makes you think you could be, Noam Dar's trash talking. Dragon Lee made fun of his heritage and all that. And I gotta tell you, and then also Dragon Lee's had enough and said, and he's about to say something, then Nathan Frazier, God bless him, comes out, exposes him for a fraud, and says, hey, you're afraid to defend that title. And then all of a sudden, Dragon Lee's had enough. He said, hey, how about this, Noam Dar, you and me, for that Heritage Cup Championship at Battleground. And then all of a sudden, hey, sounds fine. Then, Nathan Frazier goes, sounds fine to me. Hey, I'll talk to HBK. That match may end up happening if Shawn Michaels makes it official. Seems like Battleground's getting better. You get the NXT Championship matchup between Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes defending against Braun Breaker. You get the NXT Women's Tournament Final for the championship. There, the tag team titles are up for might be up for grabs. Who knows? Heritage Cup title on the line, could be that happening. So this is going to be a heck of a matchup, to say the least. So that matchup could be made there. So also, I'm trying to think here. But tag team matchup coming up next. Drew Gulak and Charlie Dempsey take on the NXT champ Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. Oh, by the way, before that, it looks like Ilya Dragunov was seen sweating and breathing heavily, and was handcuffed. And then Dijak was looking at Dragunov. You had enough? Not even close, he said. What is Dragunov trying to prove here? It's a crazy thing. He's a crazy man, Dragunov. If he has what it takes to even hang, this is going to be something. To even hang with the big boys in NXT here stateside, he's got what it takes to be a champion here in the WWE. I say, next draft him over to Raw, give him Gunther Intercontinental Championship. Let's go. That's what I want to see. So, am I excited? Yes, I am. Right now, like I said, Carmelo Hayes, the NXT champ, and Trick Williams going up against Drew Gulak and Charlie Willy Wonka Dempsey. I'm cracking myself up. This is even more hilarious than I thought. So, this will be something else. Red Sox are winning 7-4, by the way. I think I already. So we'll see. We shall see what happens coming up next. Alrighty then, the matchup between Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams. Beforehand, Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Jacy Jayne as she prepares for her matchup against Roxanne Perez, and she vows to beat Roxanne Perez and dissing Gigi Dolan once again. Then Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams went up against Drew Gulak and Charlie Dempsey. Hayes and Williams picked up the victory. They call out Braun Breaker because they decided to make a pit stop. Braun Breaker was at Cutwiz and scaring all the guys in there and making it personal between him and Hayes. But then Duke Hudson was grading papers, and Thea Hale's like, I got ready to get my matches going. So next up, Thea Hale goes one-on-one with Miss Kiana James, the traitorous Jezebel. Kiana James, I hope Thea Hale beats her. And that's coming up next. So, hang tight. Alright. I meant to mute the TV and then do this. Alright, Thea Hale, Kiana James, a heck of a matchup. Duke Hudson was too busy grading papers at ringside and with his trophy. But, unfortunately, Kiana James picks up the victory over Thea Hale. Meanwhile, King Ledger was concerned about his tooth. And now he's in, and even Hank Walker said, we ain't going to win any beauty contest, but, we're teaming up, right? So Briggs and Jensen, they talked about the match last week, and they said, hey, you guys hit hard, man, last time hit hard, and he said, us beating the crap out of each other was the best thing to happen to us. We're closer than ever. And then Tank Ledger got the idea, said, hey, how about it? We beat the crap out of each other in a hoss fight. Then we would get closer. All right, fine. So I'm like, are you sure about that? Tank Ledger. Bless him. So it'll be a heck of a fight. Meanwhile, Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed to Wesley and Tyler Bate. And he said, whatever I gotta say, I'm gonna say it out there. Looks like he's gonna address schism of what happened. So, the Dyad attacked Bate and Whitley earlier in the night. We'll see what happens now. Looks like Wesley's gonna call out somebody. So that may be coming up next. We'll see what happens. We still have the main event. Roxanne Perez one-on-one with Jacy Jayne. And I will not be surprised if Gigi Dolan gets involved in this matchup. So, that's coming up next. We'll see to it, and we'll see what happens, all right? See you around. Well, Daba Kato cut a promo on being still remaining in NXT. It looks like he still wants to take on some competition in NXT. Meanwhile, after seeing that, Malik Blade, Idris Nofe, Eddie Thorpe, Dante Chen, Axiom were talking about Daba Kato. Of course, the Nofe likes to run his mouth a little bit, and Malik Blade trying to be the voice of reason, said, oh my gosh, and all that. And they all walked away, but that got Axiom thinking. What's he thinking? Well, we don't know for sure. And Wesley comes out, addresses Schism, calls out, and then Joe Gacy goes, you know what? I want a shot at the North American title. Tyler Bate comes out, finally had enough with all this. And then he said, listen, Joe Gacy, you need to shut up before I decide to kick your rear end. Meanwhile, Wesley, he confessed to Wesley he wants a shot at North American titles. He said, my fault. And has a lot of respect. But then it wasn't going to be Tyler Bate. And then you know what Tyler Bate says? NXT Battleground, both of you, triple threat match. So that match, that's another matchup going down. Maybe looking like we're looking at all the titles, but we still forgot about the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship. Question is, well, now that Alba Fire and Isla Dawn on SmackDown, well, are they going to defend the tag team title stand a little? We'll find out. But then you got Roxanne Perez talking about her life in pictures, and first had a picture collage of her and during her time at NXT with the Rumble appearance and all. And they have another one, NXT Battleground. They have a SmackDown Raw and WrestleMania 40 logo. It looks to me, and she put a question mark on it. So who knows? By next year, she'll be drafted. I think Roxanne Perez and Thea Hale have Thea Hale, even though she lost to Kiana James, she's got a very, very, very bright future in the WWE. She's only 19, 20 years old. Roxanne Perez, like 20, 21, 22 years old. It seems like to me that Roxanne Perez, and Thea Hale both each have an upside. So we will find out what. So I think that matchup is coming up next. By the way, Red Sox are winning 8-4, bottom in 7th, and then going to the 8th. So I think the matchup is coming up next. I believe Perez versus Jacy Jayne. Well, we'll see what happens and the other shenanigans that happen on NXT right after this. Great news! The Red Sox just won 9-4. Thank you. And however, more great. A young lady, probably one of the newest ladies from the NXT roster, talked to Von Wagner and said, I'm sorry for what Lucas said to you. He was wrong. And, because you was talking to Von Wagner about his performance in the Battle Royal last night on Monday Night Raw. But then you saw Luca Crucifino kind of confronting Mr. Stone. He grabs Luca Crucifino and goes, you want a piece of me? We'll get it done in the ring. He said, no. And then he goes, you stood up for me because you're the only superstar that believed in me. Are you ready to talk about this picture? It's a picture of him as a baby with a scar on his head. He's still not ready to talk about it. Something must have been going on. Something must have happened to Von Wagner, who was a child back in the day. Maybe, if I were Mr. Stone, I would talk to Von Wagner's father, Bo Beverly. That's who I think you should talk to. Wayne Bloom himself, Bo Beverly. Then, so the quarterfinals had happened. Second quarterfinals, Roxanne Perez and Jacy Jayne. Heck of a matchup. Roxanne Perez did pick up the victory, so there's going to be a rematch from the breakout tournament finals, women's breakout tournament finals that happened last year. That would be Tiffany Stratton and Roxanne Perez. Meanwhile, while Tiffany Stratton was confronting Roxanne Perez about who's going to take the women's title, and Tiffany Stratton was pointing at the ring, Gigi Dolan attacked Jacy Jayne. They're brawling. They're going at it. Referees and officials got to separate these two, and then Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams come back out. Call Braun Breaker. Call out Braun Breaker. Is Braun Breaker gonna be gonna confront him? Well, we shall see. Don't shall we? It's gonna be something else to behold. So that's what's gonna happen next. We'll just see what happens, and but Red Sox did win tonight. Yay. Okay. I'm excited about that. So, we'll give you the results of what happened afterwards, and we shall see, we shall conclude this video. So, peace for now. Alright, let's wrap up this video right here. Dragunov goes through more torture by Dijak, and Dragunov tells Dijak he's still standing. That guy, I think when you got in the ring with Gunther and, you take somebody challenge from you, you can take on anything. I think Dijak should have watched that matchup. And then finally, Hayes and Williams waiting for Braun Breaker to head to the ring. Breaker comes out, gets with security. And you know what the fun part of and Braun Breaker says, you know what, yeah, you're gonna beat me, that's fine, but I'm going to beat you so badly. And he says dynasties come to an end. The Red Sox, he was trashing the Patriots, the Celtics, the Red Sox, the Bruins. Really, Breaker? Really? I think if your father and your uncle could remind you that their university produced one of them boys from the University of Michigan to help the New England Patriots help that dynasty, who would that be? Oh, Patriots legend Tom freaking Brady. You don't forget that boy. So, so after the trash talk began, both men started brawling because Hayes was about had enough. Security tries to separate Hayes and Williams from Breaker, and in the end, both men they were out on the mat after Carmelo Hayes waxed Breaker in the head with the belt. So this is going to be something else. So there's already 3 matches happening next week. Next week it will be Noam Dar going 1-on-1 with Nathan Frazier, Heritage Cup not on the line, and the 2 semifinal matches, and it would be Roxanne Perez versus Tiffany Stratton, a rematch from the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament Finals. And meanwhile, Cora Jade and Lyra Valkyria go 1-on-1. And I'm sure Cora Jade will be expecting to see more of Lyra Valkyria's bird friends. So that's it. So that concludes episode 570 of Eric Lima Shenanigans in 1977. If you like this, listen. If you like this video, any other video, give it a like. Press the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications on this channel. So, I will see you later. Tomorrow will be the Joker's Wild. We'll be spinning it against that Rotten Devil to see how well I can do. And I did pretty well last time, so I'm hoping to do well again. So, until the next episode comes rolling around. Oh, that's right. AEW Dynamite's also tomorrow as well. Until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, please take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget production. And in association with A Sweet Bowl for Raving Dingleberries Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another great episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Until the next episode, goodbye for now.